It started like every other night I used to waste scrolling through Reddit threads and creepy internet forums, but that particular night felt different. Maybe it was the silence of my small flat in Prague. Maybe it was the way my computer screen's faint blue glow made everything around me look dead. Or maybe it was the curiosity that had been haunting my mind for months, the curiosity to see what really happens in the deepest corners of the internet, the so-called dark web that everyone warns about but no one truly understands. People said it's not like in the movies, no search bars, no indexes, just endless strings of letters, cryptic forums, and links leading to God knows what. But I didn't care. I wanted to see it. I wanted to know why so many people talked about it like it was hell itself. So I installed the Tor browser, dimmed the lights, and slipped into the darkness. At first, it was boring, marketplaces selling drugs, counterfeit passports, stolen credit cards, all the cliché stuff. Then I found a forum called Mortemize, a European community claiming to document the forbidden. Every post was encrypted and laced with weird riddles, like, where eyes do not blink, the truth streams live. I clicked deeper, my VPN running, adrenaline high. One user named Hadescure had posted a thread titled, "The Red Room is open. Tonight only." I laughed, thinking it was just another hoax. Red rooms were urban legends, right? Live torture streams for paying audiences, supposedly real, but impossible to confirm. Still, something inside me whispered, what if it's real? I clicked the Onion link anyway. The page loaded slowly, my screen flickering as if my computer didn't want to obey. Finally, I saw a blank black background with a single red circle in the middle, pulsing softly like a heartbeat. Underneath, a warning read, "You watch. You are part of it." I hesitated for a moment, but curiosity won again. The moment I clicked that circle, my camera light blinked on for half a second. I told myself it was a glitch, and the video began to stream. What I saw froze my breath. The room was dim, concrete walls stained with something dark, a single bulb hanging from the ceiling swinging slightly. A man sat chained to a chair, head down, shirt torn, trembling like a leaf. Then a figure stepped into the frame tall, wearing a plague doctor mask, gloves, and a black coat that looked centuries old. He moved slowly, methodically, as if performing a ritual. A chat window appeared beside the stream, usernames popping up with bids and Bitcoin, comments like, "Cut his hand," "Burn the leg," "Make him scream." My stomach twisted, but I couldn't look away. Then the masked man stopped, tilted his head, and said in a low, distorted voice, "We have a new watcher from Prague." I froze. How did he know? I checked my VPN, my location was masked, or so I thought. The chat exploded with laughing emojis and comments like, "Welcome the new one." My mouse wouldn't move. My keyboard stopped responding. The figure raised a long knife and pointed it toward the camera. "Since you're watching," he said, "you choose what happens next." The chat spammed, "Let him decide." Yes, let the new one play. I tried to close the window, but nothing worked. Even the power button refused to respond. The screen flickered again, and suddenly my own face appeared for a millisecond in a small box at the corner of the stream, as if my webcam had been hijacked. I slammed the laptop shut, my heart hammering, but I could still hear faint audio leaking from the speakers. Muffled screams, metallic clangs, and a whisper saying, "Don't hide." I unplugged the laptop, yanked out the battery, but the whisper didn't stop. It was faint, but there, echoing in the room as if someone stood right behind me. I turned around, nothing but darkness. I barely slept that night, every creak of the wooden floor sounding like footsteps, every passing car making my heart race. When I woke up, my laptop was open on the desk, screen glowing faintly, and the same red circle pulsed on it again. No internet connection, no cables, yet it was there. A message flashed, "Round 2 tonight." I took the laptop to my friend Lucas, a cybersecurity expert who worked for an underground tech firm. He laughed when I told him, said it was probably malware or a prank. He plugged in his tools, ran diagnostics, but his face slowly lost color as lines of encrypted code scrolled across the screen. "This isn't normal," he muttered. "It's using a relay through something physical, like an access point in your own building." I didn't understand. He tried to wipe the drive, but the command failed again and again. Then the webcam light turned on, and the Red Room stream started again, this time showing a different place, Lucas's apartment. The camera panned across his walls, his table, even his coffee mug that was sitting right beside us. Then it showed a corner where a shadow moved, slow and deliberate. Lucas ripped out the hard drive, smashed it, and yelled, "We're done!" But before we could react, the lights flickered, the monitor flashed white, and for a split second, the plague doctor appeared again on screen, holding the same knife, whispering, "No one leaves." The power went out across the entire street for 5 minutes. After that night, Lucas refused to talk to me. He moved to Vienna within days. I threw the laptop into the Vltava River, but a week later, a plain black box appeared at my door, with no label. Inside was a USB drive and a note that said, "You were chosen because you looked too long." I didn't plug it in. I burned it in the sink, but that night, when I turned on my phone, a notification appeared from an unknown number. "We see you, Watcher." I changed phones, changed numbers, even changed apartments. Still, at exactly 3:17 a.m. every night, I hear a faint click, like a mouse being pressed, followed by a soft static sound, the same one that echoed from the Red Room. I stopped using the internet for weeks, but curiosity is a disease. One night, I opened my new laptop just to check email, and there it was again, a single folder named Room 47 on my desktop. Inside, a video file titled Your Choice. I didn't open it, couldn't, but the thumbnail was enough. It was a still frame of me sleeping in my new apartment, timestamped last night. Since then, things have gotten worse. Sometimes, when I'm half asleep, I hear faint chanting, like distorted Latin prayers, coming from my walls. Sometimes the streetlights outside flicker in perfect sync with the red circle I once saw online. Once, I caught my own reflection in the window, except it smiled while I didn't. I've contacted police, tech experts, even priests, but they all say the same thing. It's probably just stress. Yet every night, when the city sleeps, the same phrase plays in my head in that low, distorted voice. You watch, you are part of it. I've started noticing strangers on the street who seem to recognize me. A man at the cafe who never blinks. A woman at the metro who wears the same black coat every day, even in summer. They stare, then look away, as if waiting for something. Maybe I'm paranoid, or maybe I've already been marked. I once thought the dark web was just a network, a digital place where humans hid their sins. But now I believe it's something older, something alive, feeding on curiosity, waiting for someone foolish enough to stare too deep. I wish I could tell you not to look for it, not to click strange links, not to think you can handle the darkness, but I know you won't listen. Because curiosity doesn't die until it finds what it's looking for. And when it does, it finds you. So if, after watching this video, your screen flickers or your webcam light blinks, don't panic. It's just them checking who's watching, who's next. Because once you've seen their room, they've already seen yours.